Hello there everyone, I'm back again. So remember I said in the last video the Subaru is now no more, and this is my new toy which you all met. I explained it had some issues, so I did warn you it's going to be a boring one. It's going to be a boring one. I'll try and write what I'm going to tell you now in the description if you don't want to watch it all the way through. I do know I do drag on a bit, but I'll try and keep it short and sweet. Bought the car not so long ago. Seemed alright for the first 300 miles. Then I started getting lots of smoke coming from the back of the car. Lots of times it didn't want to start. Lots of cranking. Lots and lots of cranking. I thought, okay, well, could it be battery? Could it be anything? I'm not sure. Battery does look old. And going down the motorway at say 70 miles an hour with the kiddies in the car, I had the coil spring light come up on the left side of the clocks and reduced power. So I found you can get your power back just by, when you're rolling down the road, say 6th gear, turn the key off and just turn it straight back on, and then it just fires straight up on the motorway, and you got full power again. Until you go too hard on the throttle, it would boot loads of smoke and then trip. You'd have a little hiccup. It got worse. I kept using it. I ended up having to jump it off my van daily, and I bit the bullet and I took it to a diesel specialist. They do nothing but diesel engines, okay? Now, I've got a computer that tells you all the codes and whatnot, so you can check what kind of error codes you got. So I already had a vague idea. It was injectors. Well, I was thinking, is it injectors? Is it turbo? It only seems to do it under load. And what is it? So anyway, cut to it, because the error codes I was getting on my scan tool was P0251 was what I was getting on my code. But if you guys look it up, there's so many things it could be, from a blocked fuel filter to a kinked fuel hose. Nothing about turbo though. Bad fuel, bad injectors, bad fuel pressure and stuff like that, pumps. So obviously I end up looking it up, and as you do, you're looking at it, seeing what you're looking at in terms of price, and oh, it gets expensive. So I went and had it diagnosed for £60. I dropped it off at a garage. They're really nice in there, and they have confirmed all 4 injectors are leaking back quite badly, so they need to be reconditioned. Apparently they'll take them apart, clean them up. Apparently you don't get new ones. They carried out injector leakage check, and we filled up the bottles. It's supposed to be like a 5 or 6 minute test, I think they said, trying to remember roughly. We filled it up in less than a minute, all 4 bottles. So they said the reason why it's slow at cranking to start is because of a low common rail pressure, which is due to leaky injectors. Because they're leaking, we're losing pressure, which is why I didn't want to start. And then when you are on the motorway, they leak, so there's not enough fuel going in, apparently is what I've been told. So they quoted me for 4 injectors to be supplied, reconditioned and fitted, like in other words, pull mine out, clean them up, put them back in, recalibrate them if they need it. They quoted me $597.50, which is an hour and a half labour. And obviously to leave the car there, they want the car for about 2 or 3 days. Apparently it takes about 48 hours to recondition the 4 injectors. Don't quite know where it will go, how it all works out, but that's what they told me. If I was to remove the injectors myself out of the engine and give it to them, label them 1 to 4 from the driver's side to the gearbox, they said to me, you can put them straight back in yourself without having to program the computer, which, okay, doesn't bother me either or, because 4Scan, right, does it for you. You can do it yourself. So they said to me, if I took them out and gave it to them again 2 days, and I do it myself, it will save me on the labour costs. So it would then cost me £500 to do the injectors myself. £500, £125 per injector. But that's exactly what they've told me is wrong with it. So yeah, they took the fuel filter out, apparently, cut it in half to look for swarf in case the fuel pump had gone. And now fuel pumps are good, pressure's nice, nothing's wrong with them at all. It seems to just be injectors, and that's what they're adamant it is. So trying to save up for that in a minute, so it's living life as a garden gnome in a minute. It will start if you put it on another car or a van and you jump it with jump cables and crank it. It seems to start a lot better than how it is now. It'll just sit there cranking forever in a day, which is why I originally thought it was the battery, but no. Took the cat off it and it was full of soot. Like, took the cat straight off, and yeah, it's well sooted up, mate, like well sooty. So I'm hoping to put a decat on it soon, but the MOT's got about 51 days left. So I'm thinking maybe tomorrow I'm going to sawn it. I'll cancel the insurance because it's just going to sit here. And then try and work out where I can get the money from. But other than that, it's been okay. It needed new disc and pads on front, which I had some spare Mintex ones lying around in the shed, which went on it quite fine. They're perfect. The rear brakes are definitely on their way out. They're gone and all. Other than that, it's been okay. The rear struts on the boot don't keep the boot up, so it wants to smash on the head all the time. Oh, you gotta love it. So yeah, we're getting there. So like I say, it was a boring video. I do appreciate it's a boring one, but you know, I wanted to let you all know what was wrong with it. I'll try and write it down in the description so you don't have to watch me natter on for 6 minutes. But yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm thinking about taking the injector out and showing you how I do it. I've already done it once. I took them all out and tried to clean them, but nah, because you can take them apart. There are videos on the old YouTube where you can see people disassemble injectors, but nah. I was told by these boys that I went to, said and when you take them apart they don't work afterwards, and there are loads of little bits in them that all need doing. I mean, all I did was clean like the end. I sprayed some injector cleaner in the top of the injector to go down, and you know, and lots of gunk came out, but no, it obviously wasn't enough. But it was pretty good to take them out, put them back in, and have the car still start. But yeah, nothing changed at all. So yeah, bad injectors, rough starting, lots of smoke on acceleration. If you go too hard on the accelerator, she trips. She'll give you limp mode. Yeah, really, and it just gets harder and harder and harder and harder to start. And I only did probably around 300 miles in it since I bought it. Bought it for £1,000. She was on 110,000, and yeah, I literally done 300 max. Just literally to go and pick the kids up and bring them to my house, and yeah, it's all gone wrong. So yeah, all fine. So yeah, I'll keep you posted, and then when I ever go at taking these injectors out, I'll bring you all along with me and you can have a look yourself. I mean, there's probably plenty of videos on the old YouTube, but it's quite straightforward. The main thing about it, from what I've gathered, is mainly cleanliness. Diesel's very particular about it, and yeah. But thank you for watching. Thanks for your patience. It's good to see you all. Take care. Have a good day.